Hey guys, back with another video. Out in Western Waste and CoV expansion again. Found another camp that is very friendly for pet tanking necromancers. Is not going to work for root rotting or kiting, as these mobs are unsnarable. There's a name out here called Rildar Blackstone. It's a named skeleton. I have not seen him pop yet, but wanted to just kind of make a video on this camp. They're all blue. They don't take as much attention as those brood hatchlings that I was doing in the dragon cave in an earlier video. So I've kind of found this to be a little less intense, and until this name spawns, I won't know if it's something that I can do or not. The information on EQ Resources look like the special is pretty nasty. But anyway, the zone in is right down from there. You come out and then you circle back and head to the area where the quest NPCs are, where you can get your armor, get I think augs for your spells, all the basic stuff for the expansion, like introduction area. So these guys are undead on this part. I'll con them. The placeholders for the Rildar is Forgotten Vanguard, and I've got Invis up right now, versus Undead. I'll hit Cloak of Shadows, so being can see you, but they con indifferent. They con indifferent regardless, and there's no faction hit. So this is a pretty congested area. There's a lot of these guys. I would say at least 8, maybe 10, all in this area. The area seems to kind of cover this, with the exception of this back end where the NPCs are. So I've been pulling them up on this kind of mountain. Well, there you can see one on this mountain ledge area. I've been hitting Dread Shield and Aegeus just because it barely costs 2% mana to do it. I hit Snare to pull, which doesn't work. Then I debuff and I send my pet as it gets right up on me, and I just go through the normal rotation. They take the full line of dots, all 9 of them, while keeping Assert up, and usually have to cycle back and hit Pyre, Oblivion, Crystal, and sometimes Pallid Haze to get these guys to drop. It kind of depends. It depends entirely on the number of gifts that you can refresh Pyre, and if you ever get Chaotic Power proc, which I've been out here for maybe an hour, and I've had probably between 250 and 400,000 DPS, and they basically still take the same run through. I should not have cast that Pyre. It's a waste of mana. Refreshing Oblivion, and then the 2 poisons, and hopefully it's around 30 something when I finish up with Pallid, and its next tick brings me to 35. Okay, that's seems to be about normal. Looks like on this run through I'm not going to get a Chaotic Power, which is probably going to cost me a little bit more mana to finish it off. And I'll hit it one more time while these are blinking. Yeah, just no luck on this one. So I'll do Pyre again. There's a gift. I'll hit Composite. Hopefully that, 10%, that's enough. So pretty easy to grind them. And really, if you pull them up here, I have not had a single roaming incident. I've also fought them down here, on this area, just by that tree. Had no roaming there. If you're in this whole spot here, they mix and match and move all around. So I tag them and haul. They're going to run fast. I get to where I need to be, send jobber, debuff, and go at it again. Occasionally I can see some of the roamers, walk by. I guess they don't get close enough for aggro if I'm on this kind of hillside. So this is a pretty easy camp as far as grinding AAs. I assume, let's see, these are 112. That's great. You can definitely tell a big difference between killing these versus the 115 brood hatchlings in that cavern area. I don't know. I hit 115 obviously before I was out here. I don't know if you can do these guys at 112, 113, 114, but they're giving me 5 AAs per kill, which is on the test server. We get the extra XP. So I imagine these are 2.5 AA per kill on a live server, and if you can grind them, I'd recommend it. This has been, as you probably have noticed, I have not been recasting Dredge Shield and Aegeus over and over like I had to in those brood hatchlings. This is not, it's not killing in Charduck or in Lucia, just easy stuff where the mobs have no damage output and you don't have to worry about Jabber at all. But it's not a terribly difficult area to solo. And again, this is for a pet tanking necro, which that's the only way to play when you start getting to these higher expansions. Now that wounds have been nerfed, I watched a few videos on what people were doing on their kiting, 3-4 months ago, and they're all based on casting. It's loading up all 4 wounds and just keeping things snared, letting the wounds proc and take care of it for you. Obviously, you can't do that anymore. So you need to change your play style. Move over to this. Pet tanking is, for me, it's the only way to play. See, these guys are a little snug up. It happens, but it's not an issue. They roam quite a bit. Pet taking is the only way to play, and you can, with the right pet gear, with the right spells, and the right equipment on yourself, giving you in your AAs. I've finished focus for everything I need to focus on. The damage output is high enough where we can take care of these mobs and more in the top tier expansion. Now this is, these are tier 1 mobs, but still, these are pretty beefy stuff. Didn't get Dredge Shield on that time. That first push knocked him down to 79, but Merc's okay. So I'll clear this one off. Just wanted to get this video out there. It's slow on resistant. There we go. This is a good XP grind at 115 for AAs. I will hopefully get the name to spawn. Reading about him, pretty sure it's going to be a big L on the named, but going to have to give it a shot and try. The special is just pretty nasty looking. It looks like if you have the special on you and it's a curse and you cast a spell, it then hits you back with the direct damage of like 6 figures. So probably not the best for us, but I've got to start grinding these Western Waste names because I made the mistake. I never did the research. I thought tier 2 Temple of Ashin armor was superior to tier 1 CoV armor, and that's not true. I just checked, and the tier 1 armor for Necro on like the robe setup. It was, I want to say, 1,000 hit points more between tier 2 versus tier 1 CoV, and I have camped a little bit of tier 2 TOV, and I thought that was what I was going to continue to work on, but now I see I've made a mistake. Got to start grinding out here. Got to start getting some of these names to show up and getting some upgrades on my gear. So I'm gonna end this video now. As you can see, this is not a challenge for us with the right pet, the right focus. Just so your DPS is there. You know, if your pet's not beefy enough, if your enhanced minion's not, you know, the max, it's probably doable if you treat this like I do CoV tier 2 mobs, where I'm healing my pet with my merc and getting the dots on there as I can. But this is a good grind. I'm happy I found this, and it hasn't been competitive at all. No one has shown up to try to take this camp from me. So hope this video helps somebody. It's a good new place, and I'll see you guys in the next one.